Not only are Disney and Lucasfilm currently focused on Star Wars Episode 9, 2 new Star Wars trilogies, as well as the Clone Wars Season 7, however they're also working on the first live-action TV series. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now today is a very exciting day to be a Star Wars fan. At Star Wars Celebration, we got our very first look at one of the new live-action Star Wars TV series called Star Wars The Mandalorian. Now, what's really interesting about all of this is that we got a couple of new images, promotional stills, if you will, as well as the official poster of The Mandalorian by, of course, writer Jon Favreau and director Dave Filoni. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now, the first image is, of course, Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian. Now, I gotta say, this image here in itself, it looks like it's paying homage to what we saw with Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, where he's standing in front of the entrance and exit of the tree library, where we have a lot of light behind him and he appears to be in the form of a silhouette. So I really do like how this shot kind of mimics that shot in The Last Jedi. The next image I want to go over is Gina Carano. Now, she plays a warrior in this film as well. We're not quite sure exactly what her role entails in full detail, but we do know that she is going to have a major part in this TV series, which is said to be 8 to 10 episodes for the first season, and it's already apparently renewed for season 2. So Gina Carano, you know, she really debuted herself, I think, the most with, of course, Deadpool, and she did an excellent job in that movie, and ever since then, she's been getting a lot of good roles, including this role as well. So let's go on to the next image here. We have Carl Weathers, one of my favorite actors of all time. How can you not forget Rocky? I gotta say, Carl Weathers is by far one of the best actors on the planet, and to have him involved with Star Wars The Mandalorian just makes me so very happy. Now, to see him in this outfit, you know, he kind of reminds me of, I would have to say, a mixture of Lando Calrissian and maybe even a Han Solo type figure. It seems like he's going to be something around those lines, where he's kind of a smuggler, but at the same time, he's kind of like a Lando type character in The Empire Strikes Back. We'll be learning more and more about his character as we move along. And notice how he's also wearing a cape-like thing in the back as well. Next image, we go over yet another shot of the Mandalorian portrayed by Pedro Pascal, and this is an action shot. We do see him holding his blaster, taking cover behind a wall. You can see some dust. It looks like he's been getting shot at by stormtroopers or maybe even remnants of the rebellion. We're not quite sure. And I want to go over the official logo of The Mandalorian. A little nod to Iron Man, if you will. If you guys actually go ahead and check out Iron Man 1's logo, you will see that the M is the same exact font, as well as all the other letters like the O and the R and stuff like that, except for the A's. They're different. But that's because Jon Favreau, I believe he was the one that directed and or wrote Iron Man 1 back in 2008. And lastly, we have the official poster, which basically is the first image that we went over, except a little bit different and altered here, where we have the nice red Mandalorian logo slapped on the front of it there. Now, let me tell you guys, this looks fantastic. We do know that Jon Favreau talked a lot about this today, how he's introducing a lot of new characters, a lot of new species and aliens, and that it takes place around 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. So that's one great thing to know about this movie, is that it is indeed a film that takes place years after the events of Return of the Jedi, the first Endor type live action TV series that we will actually be able to see. And guys, like I say, I gotta hand it to Jon Favreau. As he said on the stage today during the Mandalorian panel for Star Wars Celebration, he said a lot of elements from Legends and the Expanded Universe is actually going to be transferred over from that over into this live action TV series, where they're going to actually bring a lot of those elements back to life. And Dave Filoni, since he is the showrunner of course, Star Wars Rebels, you know, the fact that he is directing a couple of episodes for this live action TV series only makes me happier, because Star Wars Rebels is such a fantastic animated TV series, and the fact that he's also connected to the Clone Wars Season 7 is another thing to truly look forward to seeing. So what do you guys think about all the different images and of course the official poster? Let me know what you think about this below. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are again.